The Isle of Man is an island in the Irish Sea, between Great Britain and Ireland in Western Europe, with a population of over 75,000. It is a British Crown dependency. It has a small islet, the Calf of Man, to its south. It is located at 54 degrees 15 and 4 degrees 30 W, 54.250 degrees north, 4.500 degrees west, 54.250 minus 4.500. Dimensions. Area. Total. 572 square kilometers land. 572 square kilometers water. 0 square kilometers. This makes it slightly more than 3 times the size of Washington, D.C., slightly more than 1/3 the size of Hertfordshire, slightly smaller than St. Lucia. Coast. The Isle of Man has a coastline of 160 kilometers, and claims 12 nanometers of territorial waters, but only holds exclusive fishing rights in the first 3 nautical miles. Rad Ny Foilin long-distance footpath runs 95 miles around the Manx coast. Climate. The Isle of Man enjoys a temperate climate, with cool summers and mild winters. Average rainfall is high compared to the majority of the British Isles, due to its location to the western side of Great Britain and sufficient distance from Ireland for moisture to be accumulated by the prevailing southwesterly winds. Average rainfall is highest at Snaefell, where it is around 1,900 mm a year. At lower levels it can fall to around 800 mm a year. Temperatures remain fairly cool, with the recorded maximum being 28.9 degrees Celsius at Ronaldsway. Terrain. The island's terrain is varied. There are 2 mountainous areas divided by a central valley which runs between Douglas and Peel. The highest point in the Isle of Man, Snaefell, is in the northern area and reaches 620 meters above sea level. The northern end of the island is a flat plain, consisting of glacial tills and marine sediments. To the south the island is more hilly, with distinct valleys. There is no land below sea level. Land use. Arable land, 43.86%. Permanent crops, 0%. Other, 56.14%. Natural hazards and environmental issues. There are few severe natural hazards, the most common being high winds, rough seas and dense fog. In recent years there has been a marked increase in the frequency of high winds, heavy rains, summer droughts and flooding both from heavy rain and from high seas. Snowfall has decreased significantly over the past century while temperatures are increasing year-round with rainfall decreasing. Air pollution, marine pollution and waste disposal are issues in the Isle of Man. Global warming and a sea level rise potentially pose a great threat to the Isle of Man. All of the island's towns are at threat from rising sea levels, while the northern plain, a large, flat and low-lying plain composed of soft marine sediments and glacial material, which makes up about a quarter of the island's land mass, is in danger of being lost to the sea over the next 2 centuries. The same is true for the considerably smaller southern plains surrounding the settlements of Castletown and Ballasalla and including Ronaldsway. Airport. Protected sites for nature conservation in order of importance: international first, non-statutory last. Ramsar sites. Ballochurries shares an identical boundary to the Ballochurries ASSI. National nature reserves. The Ayres. Areas of special scientific importance. There are 14 ASIS on the Isle of Man as of the 1st of January 2009. The Ayres. Ballochurries, Rosehill Quarry, Boulogne, Doon Glen, Jerkby Airfield, Glen May, Derby Haven, Langness, Sandwick. Marine Nature Reserves. A marine nature reserve was designated in Ramsey Bay in October 2011. Areas of special protection. Point of Ayre. Bird sanctuaries. Calf of Man, Tynwald Arboretum, nature reserves and wildlife sites. The Isle of Man now has 45 non-statutory wildlife sites as of the 30th of January 2009, covering approximately 195 hectares of land and an additional 10.5 kilometers of intertidal coast. The Manx Wildlife Trust also managed 20 nature reserves: Ballachurry, Ballylough Redbeds, Ballamoor, Ballanet, Barnell Reservoir, Breagle Glen, Clayhead Bruise, Close Quail, Close Sartfield, Close Umpson, Coolderry, Cronk Bing, Curragh Fia, Curragh Canedroid, Curragh Wildlife Park, Dalby Mountain and Fields, Erystane, Feldsfield, Goben y Sylvis, Goshen, Glenbow, Loch Cranstill, Misgyles Meadow, Mony and Crawrans Meadows, The Pert, Glenlow, Marine no-take zones. Bradder Head, Douglas Bay. Geology. The larger part of the island is formed from highly faulted and folded sedimentary rocks of Ordovician age. There is a belt of younger Silurian rocks along the west coast between Niarbel and St. Patrick's Isle, and a small area of Devonian sandstones around Peel. A band of Carboniferous age rocks underlies part of the northern plain but is nowhere seen at the surface. However, similar age rocks do outcrop in the south between Castletown, Silverdale and Port St. Mary. Thermotriassic age rocks are known to lie beneath Point of Ayr, but, as with the rest of the northern plain, these rocks are concealed by substantial thicknesses of superficial deposits. The island has significant deposits of copper, lead and silver, zinc, iron, and plumbago. There are also quarries of black marble, limestone flags, clay schist, and granite. These are all modern, and there was no noticeable exploitation of metals or minerals prior to the modern era. Demographics. The island has a census-estimated population of 84,497 according to the most recent 2011 census, up from 79,805 in 2006 and 76,315 in 2001. The island's largest town and administrative centre is Douglas, whose population is 23,000, nearly a third of the population of the island. Neighbouring Onchan, Ramsey in the north, Peel in the west and the three southern ports of Castletown, Port Erin and Port St. Mary are the island's other main settlements. Almost all its population lives on or very near the coast. Citations. Official notification. Statutory instrument. LG. Murray, Hinds and M.J. Kaiser, University of Wales, Bangor, Marine Fisheries Research Report to DAF 2007-2008 p. 12. British Geological Survey 1 to 50,000 scale Special Map Sheet Isle of Man BGS 2001. Cumming 1861 to 27-28 mines. Cumming 1861 to 28 quarries.